Hi, I'm Liz. I go by Stitch by Liz with an underscore over on Instagram. And welcome to Flosstube 33. Today is, I have to check, Friday the 21st of July 2023. And I'm back post FROGWARTS. If you saw my whip parade was pre-filmed because there was no way I was going to attempt that whilst also participating in FROGWARTS. If you can see the massive bags under my eyes, you will notice that I did not sleep during FROGWARTS. If you are new, welcome. Welcome to the mess that is my videos. If you're returning, thank you so much for coming back and watching another one of my crazy videos. Yeah, we have had an influx in subscribers post whip parade. So if you are new here, hi, I'm Liz. You will see comments pop up around about here. And that is from my supportive husband / unpaid editor, Ross. He also has his own channel, so I'm going to give him a cute little shout out. It is called Small Steps, Big Gains, and it is linked down in the description below. I have a lot. I have a lot post FROGWARTS. So I'm going to jump in because I feel like this is going to be a really, really long video. Quick life update other than working. Ross sent me a house this morning that I am completely obsessed with. I want this house. We're going to look at it tomorrow. I've already spoken to the agent. So yeah, send out the good vibes. We're actually going to look at a couple tomorrow that we really like. So hopefully, you know, the one that's at the top of my list is the one that we get. It's only around the corner, so it's not very far, but it has everything we need. It is perfect for what we're looking for. It's in our price range. So, you know, send out the good vibes. So since I was here last, I have done I've done 2 Black Needle events. The first was the page to screen event, which was essentially a 6-hour-long stitch together event, and oh my god, it was so good. It was amazing. It was hilarious listening to them talk about the book, and their conflicting opinions. I still haven't read it. I don't think I will. It doesn't sound like it's my jam, but hey, that's fine. It was still amazing to sit and stitch with everyone. It was so much fun. And then the bigger event was FROGWARTS Year 4. I will have a recap later on in this video, so stick around if you want to hear about the hilarity, massive identity crisis I went through, because you know, stuff happens at FROGWARTS. I also had an amazing video chat with the lovely Miss Chloe and Miss Amy. We did a little swap as well. So I do have my FFO. I'm going to get Ross to put in a picture because I did not take a video of them. But I made my first pillow and it turned out really cute. So if he's put it up, you will see what it looks like. It's a chart from Luna Fox Stitch, and my first ever pillow, which is so much fun. It turned out really well. I used Helen D's pillow tutorial, and it was so easy to follow. It was amazing. So I got that done. Now, I have a question for everyone because I've been having this discussion with Lauren on Instagram. And we've been talking about bobbinating and she hates it. I love bobbinating. I find it really therapeutic. So can you please let me know down in the description, let me know down in the comments if you prefer bobbinating or if you loathe it. Let me know because we're settling a debate. I love it. I love bobbinating. It's so therapeutic. You just sit there and wind them. It's a lot of fun for me. Anyway, also, if you saw my most recent unboxing with the Black Needle Society, that is the FROGWARTS Year 4 box. That is a box that I paid for myself. Those items should be heading into the vault on the 1st of August. Trust me, you want to get into that vault on the 1st of August because there was a blanket in that box. There is a short posted on Instagram that gets Ross's seal of approval. And as always, if you do purchase anything from the Black Needle Society vault, use my code StitchByLiz5 to get yourself 5% off your order. The Frogwarts unboxing was amazing. There is a comment in there that Kat pointed out that looking back on is absolutely hilarious. So in that video I mentioned that I am a Gryffindor, borderline a Slytherin, and watch my Frogwarts recap because stuff went down during that retreat and it's just hysterical. Anyway, I'm going to jump into my actual cross stitching now because I've rambled for long enough. I feel like I'm talking really quickly too, but I'm filming on my lunch break and I need to get it done. The first finish that I finished on the 18th of July 2023, so just this past Tuesday I think it was. I started this back in October 2021 and literally have barely touched it. But I managed to get it finished during or just after Frogwarts. I was hoping for a Frogwarts finish, but Comatose Liz is not good with stitching. So this is Lolly Jar by Spruce Craft Co. And it is done. This is stitched on an 18 count mystery opal from Mystic Fabrics. It's like, it's getting washed out, but like you can see the opal a little bit, but it's like this pinky blue yellow sort of like fairy floss color, but all of the Aussie candies are on there. Now our Smarties are different to American Smarties. They are like big M&Ms, but not as good. My favorite on here are probably the Killer Python and the Ghost Drops. Oh, and the bananas. Ghost Drops are amazing. They change your mouth different colors. You can get a pack of 250 on Amazon for like $15. Things we discussed during Frogwarts. So this is done. Now I've got like a multitude of haul next to me, so I have nowhere to put any of this stuff. That's gonna be interesting. And probably my biggest finish over the past, I think the last time I actually filmed was 4 weeks ago because my whip parade was pre-recorded, is Frogwarts Year 4 by the Black Needle Society, and I finished it during the retreat for 100 points to my team. So this is what it looks like, and oh, I love it. It's so pretty. My fabric is showing up accurate for once. Like you can see the pink. I hope you can, but you can see the pink and the blue and the yellow. Anyway, I did make some changes. So the flames from the Goblet of Fire and my Quidditch hoops are in Petite Treasure Braid. Ferret Draco Stupefy is in a DMC variegated thread. The Golden Egg is in Gold Petite Treasure Braid. Accio is in a Cottage Garden Threads variegated green that I got through the pack of like 40 or 50 nudes, so they're like mist eyes or whatever. I changed the color of the angel. The scythe on the angel is I'm not even sure it's going to focus, is a black Petite Treasure Braid, not that you can tell. And then I had to make Draco, oh my god, Dedrick sparkly because Ross loves himself some Twilight. So Frogwarts Year 4 is done. Frogwarts Year 3 is done. Frogwarts Year 1 and Frogwarts Year 2 are not done. So things to work on. I haven't touched Year 1 in a while, so I really need to do that. I think it's actually on my WhipGo board for this month, so it should get a few days. Since I last saw you, if you saw my whip parade, you will have seen this, but I did have a new start, and that is for no other reason other than I wanted to start this pattern because, you know, priorities. And that is the Retro Ouija board by the Witchy Stitcher. It is a Patreon exclusive, and this is my new start. So this is stitched on an 18 count black 2/1 full cross using the called for DMC. The needle minder, which is getting blown out, is from Ginger Stitch AU, but this is what I got up to, and I love it. I love the Lisa Frank theming. I love the colors. I love it on black. It's amazing. I will continue to work on this because I absolutely love it. I did join Fandom Stitching Central, and I joined a team post FROGWARTS because I have no direction in what I want to stitch. This might actually come out for a prompt if I can figure out how to fit it. So we'll see. So that is my new start. And I have a lot of whips to go through because FROGWARTS is challenge stitching, and when you finish your FROGWARTS piece early, you need to pick things up for things that fit the prompts. But I'll get into the stuff I stitched before FROGWARTS, and then I'll jump into what I stitched for FROGWARTS. So during the page to screen, I worked on Retro Ouija, and then I worked on Summer in Stars Hollow by the Black Needle Society. I also use this for a prompt for FROGWARTS as well, so it's gotten a little bit of work. This is what it looks like. It is from Katie Landis. And this is where I'm up to. I really don't have that much left to be able to finish this chart. I have been working on the blue, and then I have been working, and the yellow was essentially put in for a FROGWARTS challenge prompt. So this is where I'm up to. I really just need to get a move on and finish this because the others are finished and winter is March next year. So need to get my butt into gear. The needle minder on Summer in Stars Hollow is also from Ginger Stitch AU, I believe. Alright, next up, before FROGWARTS, I worked on Captain Rex by Owl's Head Design. I was meant to work on this for a prompt during FROGWARTS, but continued working on something else and didn't realize it until the challenge hour had finished, and I was so annoyed with myself. This is where I'm up to. So it doesn't look like much, but I have been filling in a lot of the blue. The white in his helmet up the top is all done. So I've just been working on like filling in the block colors. I haven't done the frame, so there's a lot of dangling threads, and I do apologize, but I love this. I can't wait to get him and Ahsoka finished, and I'm going to frame them, and they're going to be next to each other on the wall. It's going to be so good. Love that one. Next up, before the retreat, I finished the next release of the Greenhouse of Oddity Stitch Along. I'll get Ross to put in a photo of where it's up to. I am currently 2 parts behind because of FROGWARTS. And the next release actually comes out tomorrow, and the next release is the Corpse Flower, and I just can't. It's going to be so good. So this is where I'm up to. So it was up to date as of 2 releases ago, or 3 releases ago when this actually goes live. And this is on an 18 count Mystery by Volcano Stitching. I absolutely love this fabric, and it never shows up well on camera. It photographs really well, but just on here it doesn't. Anyway, I did this tree, I can't remember what it's called, and then we start the 2 poisonous plant releases have come out, and they go in this section here. Corpse Flower goes smack bang in the middle, and that's tomorrow's release. I'm assuming it's the Corpse Flower because it's oh, actually, if Ross edits this tomorrow, not today, not Friday, I'll be able to put in the unedited, the unblurred photo. Anyway, I worked on this tree. This tree was pretty fun to stitch on, but it was confetti central. There were so many shades of like yellow in here. Moth is from Ginger Stitch AU. Crow is from Accoutrement Designs. Okay, now I'm going to get into what I worked on during FROGWARTS because there is a lot. They're in no particular order because my notes for FROGWARTS were in an absolute mess. One of the prompts called for something. I can't remember. I literally can't remember anything. So I pulled out Welcome to Tatooine by Country Magic Stitch. I got a solid amount of work in on this. So it's all tent stitches, but I got this part filled in and then I started filling in this section here. So this is where we're up to. I will not be doing the basket weave tent stitch on any future projects because I absolutely hate the texture it leaves. So learning curves. It's fine. Hopefully it dissipates a little bit once I've washed and stretched it. We can dare to dream. Darth Vader is from Inchworm Designs. Alright, next up I pulled out, this was to work on something with a dragon. I pulled out Diagon Alley by Country Magic Stitch. I'm not sure how I feel about the 1/1 full cross on this on 22 count. All of my other ones are 2/1 tent on 22 count, and I'm not sure how I feel about the 1/1. Like, they're really petite, cute stitches, but I am on the verge of wanting to restart this. When is too late to restart a project? This is where I'm up to. So it's not too crazy. I could restart and catch up. I'm not feeling the 1/1. But this is where I'm up to. So I got in the dark brown and then I filled in all the light brown in this section as well. But yeah, let me know when it's too late to restart because I'm not feeling the 1/1 full cross. This needle minder is from Itchy Stitchy. It's no longer available. Alright, the prompt to work on a mermaid. I pulled out Siren of the Sea by Autumn Lane Stitchery because block stitching and block filling, and I'm so glad Past Liz decided to outline part of her tail because it was perfect fill-in. This is stitched on an 18 count Blue Ocean Floor opalescent from Color Cascades, and this is where I'm up to. I am not a fan of this fabric. I think the opal is too rough. It keeps shredding my floss. So that's a learning curve, but essentially what I worked in is that 792, the dark blue, in her tail and just filled in what I could. But I love this. I want to get this finished as well so I can move on to another Autumn Lane chart. Needle minder is from Adam Hart. These two are from my LNS. When you put in an online order, she sends you a needle minder. Another prompt was to work on something with black. And I chose to work on Happy Halloween by Autumn Lane Stitchery. Oh my god, I've lost my words. And I had actually started this for Frogwarts last year, so this got a little bit of work in it, which was really, really good. Sorry if you heard that, I need a tissue. So this is where it's up to. I did the top of the hat, I did these branches, and then I started filling in some of this brown somewhere or other. But I can't wait. This is so much fun to work on. Sometimes I just feel like 18 count 2/1 full cross is just my jam. This needle minder is from Ginger Stitch AU. I want this as a tattoo. I say this every time, still hasn't happened. It needs to happen. Alright, we also had to work on something with a grave. So I picked up Reaping Love by Silver Creek Samplers. This is what it looks like. And I'm stitching this on a 16 count cash by Forbidden Fibre Co. And my needle is, oh my god, my needle is poking through the fabric. Needle minders, what are they good for? And this is where I am up to. So I got in some of the green and two of the graves. So yeah, needle minder is from Ginger Stitch AU. If you heard my phone go off, I apologize. That is likely my sister sending cat photos. Alright, another prompt was to work on something with a dress. I pulled out Dark Queen of the Earth by Autumn Lane Stitchery. I am a part behind on this one. I need to pick this up and get this caught up. this is what she looks like so far. What I worked on is, it would be good if I did this properly, this part of the inside of her dress. So it'll be her legs and on the background of her dress there's some grass down here, and then I need to finish connecting this branch around. Can't wait to work on her. Once I finish that, the cross stitching is all done, and then beading and back stitching gets released on the 1st of August, which is super exciting. I've never beaded before, so you know that's going to be a massive learning curve. Both of these needle minders are from Ginger Stitch AU. If you didn't know, I like a Ginger Stitch needle minder. I love a Ginger Stitch needle minder. Okay, the last project I worked on for FROGWARTS, and this has probably had the most progress since you've last seen it, because I literally had like 2 motifs done, is FROGWARTS Year 2 from the Black Needle Society. And I think when I showed it last time in my whip parade, I had the burrow done, the car done, part of the cauldron, and then like a tiny bit of the snake, and then part of the words done. This has had mammoth progress. This has had so much progress. There are hanging threads because, you know, stitching challenges for FROGWARTS are intense. They're everywhere. I do apologize. I'm trying to get them out of the way. Should have thought about this earlier, Liz. Anyway, I think we're just going to have to deal with what's hanging and what's weirdly parked. This is my progress on Year 2. So Year 2 has had a mammoth amount of work. Huge, absolutely huge amount of work. So all of the words are in a red petite treasure braid. Oh my god. So it looks like blood. I used the bottom border. If you can see, it's 10 stitches. For the challenge prompts, because it was super easy fill in. So I do one leg for one challenge and then fill in the top leg for another challenge. We're almost at the very edge of this pattern. The basilisk is essentially the end, but the bottom border is almost done. So I'm going to aim to get this within like 300 stitches of a finish for FROGWARTS Year 5. So I can hopefully get this finished. I want to do the same for Year 1. We shall see what happens. And the final thing I've been working on for the past couple of days, and that is attempting to try and catch up on my Hubble Wonders of the Hubble Telescope Stitch Along by Climbing Goat Designs, because the next release is out like next week, and I haven't even finished the previous release. This will get finished today though, and I'm using this for a couple of prompts on Fandom Stitching Central. So this is what I'm currently working on. I don't have that many stitches left. I literally have my current color on a needle, and I think there's only like 2 or 3 colors left to stitch, but this is a Whirlpool Galaxy, if you couldn't tell. It's amazing. It's stitched on a 16 count Gothic by Picture This Plus. I have come to discover I will never stitch on Picture This Plus ever again. I can't stand how soft it is. I do have a couple of pieces left over. So I've got a piece of 16 count Phantom and 16 count Heroic, and they are going to a good home. So they're going to a good home. I also wanted to address a project I had in my whip parade. It is now becoming a UFO. It's just not calling to me. This is also being gifted to the friend that is getting the Picture This Plus, because it's just not calling to me, and I don't think I'll ever finish it. I've stitched on it 4 days since I started it in 2021, and I just have no call to it. It's beautiful. I absolutely love it. It's just not my jam. So I am gifting my friend the whole chart, the thread has been sorted. So that's all in there. And I'm gifting that to her, including the project bag. So that's going to a good home. We love that for her. It's not calling to me. There's no point in stitching on something that I don't think I'll ever finish. All right, that is my whips. I am going to jump into my Frogwarts recap, and then I'm going to jump into haul because I have a lot. Frogwarts Year 4. What an event. Oh, sorry. I'm going to come in close. What an absolute event. It was the most incredible fun. And I had very little sleep. And I did the 12 a.m. Victoria Australian Eastern Standard Time start, and went through until when was the last? I think the last event finished at like, I want to say like 3, and then there was a time turner at 4. Or 4, and there was a time turner at 4. I'm not sure. Anyway, I stayed on for that time turner, had a chat with all my friends, had dinner with Ross, jumped on again for for a chat for a bit, and then generally went to bed around like 8 o'clock, 8:30 at night, and then my alarm was set to go off at 11:45 the same night to join for midnight for the midnight stitching, for the first stitching challenge, which for me started at midnight. The lack of sleep, by the end, I was absolutely freaking delirious. Now, if you were on that last chat with me, you will have seen me lose my mind laughing. I sent a photo to Chloe, I sent a photo to Kat, and I sent a photo to Natasha. I'll let Ross insert a photo of the insanity that how crazy I looked at, 2 o'clock in the morning, literally in the middle of a giggle fit. And then Chloe's like, why are you halfway into your jumper? Like, just losing my mind. So to everyone that joined chat rooms that I was in, I'm pretty sure Chloe and I were in the chat room together the whole time. So to anybody that joined the chat rooms we were in, thank you so much for making Frogwarts such an amazing experience this year. It was so much fun. I have not laughed that much in my life. I want to say a huge thank you to the amazing Gryffindor Common Room Frogwarts team. You are incredible people. I am sorry for what is going to occur next year, but you are amazing people. Natasha, Pippa, Leslie, Kathleen, Lane. I feel like I'm forgetting someone. There is someone I'm forgetting. I do apologize if I've forgotten you. They are all amazing, so thank you so very much. You made our common room chat the most amazing place. Emily was the last one. There we go. Got everyone. So thank you so much for being such an amazing Frogwarts house for year 4. You were all incredible. Kathleen kept us reminded of the pop-up points. She was absolutely amazing. And Natasha, for her first year, absolutely just threw herself into everything. And it was so lovely to see. So thank you so much for being such an amazing team. I also want to give a huge shout out to my Quidditch team, Team Australia. I was the only Australian on said team. And the rest of the team was essentially made up of Ravenclaws. You were the most amazing Quidditch team I could have ever hoped to have been placed with. I was captain of that team, and these stitches were absolutely phenomenal. I said this to them, but they were amazing. I appreciated everything they did. We managed to catch the snitch for the first game and the third game, and essentially the World Cup was either Australia or Denmark, and Team Denmark won. So they managed to get the snitch before we did on the last game. So that tipped them over. but it was so much fun. Now, during one of the chats, in which there were a few Slytherins present, namely Erin and Amanda. I'm pretty sure Megan was in there as well. Amanda made a comment that I am not a Gryffindor, but I am a Slytherin. And I'm like, I don't think so, because the test that I originally did back in 2011 or whenever it was, said that I was a Gryffindor, and there was a 1-point difference between Gryffindor and Slytherin. Now, I decided during that chat to do a sorting quiz. I actually did 2. Turns out I'm not a Gryffindor at all. Turns out I am very much Team Green. Sorry. And I mean very much Team Green, where it came out well in front of every other house. So, that being said, next year I'll be joining the Slytherin team. So we'll see what happens. I know I've been requested for the Slytherin common room, and I will request that for next year, but we'll see what happens. See where the lovely Katie sorts me. Please sort me into the Slytherin common room. Anyway, so I had a bit of an identity crisis through Frogwarts, and it became a rolling joke, and it's absolutely hysterical. But I know it's prompted some other people to redo the sorting quiz, and it's sorted them into completely different houses. So good luck to them. I have accepted my fate. I just dropped something. So next year I will be, fingers crossed, in Slytherin. I'm sure the Slytherins say I have no choice. I don't. I will be joining Slytherin next year, so we'll see what happens. But Frogwarts Year 4, what an absolute ball. I had the most amazing time. It was just so good. If I could go back and redo it again, I would. This year was just so phenomenal. So to Katie and Laura, thank you so much for putting on such an amazing retreat. It is the highlight of my year, I think. It's so much fun. And to the moderators, to the head girl and the prefects, so Athena, Melina, Jen, Chloe, and Felicity, thank you so much for being fantastic prefects and making the event run smoothly. Thank you for giving us all of the points. We appreciate your hard work as well. Okay, I'm going to jump into haul because there's a bit. My first piece of haul obviously is the Slytherin scarf. I picked her up yesterday. She's good to go because I had a lack of Slytherin merch. Whilst I was picking that up, I picked up some DMC. Just 3 colours. So it's 3, 7, 9, 9, 30 and 33, and these are for one of the stitch alongs that Ross bought me. That is for the Abby Sue Designs Villains Mugshot stitch along, which doesn't start until, I want to say, October, but we have the frame, so that'll be started soon. So thank you to Ross for buying me that one. He also bought me the Noctiflora Designs, I think it's called, the Horror Flies stitch along as well. That has all been kitted up. I had a couple of friends help me try and choose fabric, and I went with this amazing, it's being blown out a little bit, it's a little bit darker, but this crazy opal from Dying for Cross Stitch. This was a piece I got from a D-stash. So that is essentially kitted up and ready to roll as soon as that starts. And I have got that in another piece of haul. I'll fix it later. In another piece of haul that I got, and this is a project bag by the lovely Amy. Isn't it cute? I love it. It's such a cute little travel bag. Harry's on this one. She also, I don't have everything that Amy and Chloe gave me because a part of it's on display and I didn't want to pull everything off. I do have a couple of other bits that I can quickly reach. The other bag that I got was this one, and it has Dobby. Dobby holding a sock. So really cute. I love them. Amy also got me 2 pairs of scissors. One with Dumbledore and one with Voldemort. Just chilling on them. We love them. They are hilarious. They are absolutely hysterical. I absolutely love them. And she did ask us who our favourite characters were, and mine are Fred and George, closely followed by Snape, but we went with Fred and George. And she made me this amazing, oh my god, pin pillow. So we've got Fred and George, the Marauders map, and the footprints, and then on the back it's footprints. I absolutely love this. This is so cute. And her stitching is like so neat. I'm jealous. Now Miss Chloe also gave me a multitude of things. Like I said, they're on display. But I wanted to show you this because she stitched something amazing. I'm first going to show you the zipper pull / scissor fob she made, which is in Gryffindor colours because, you know, that's what I was before Frogwarts Year 4. But she stitched on a mesh bag, and I'm like, I opened this and I was losing my mind. I'm like, how is this possible? How is this a thing? It says Liz. She stitched Liz on a mesh bag. Not only that, she backstitched the Hogwarts castle on the back of it, and she did it in Gryffindor colours, so red and gold. And then she put some stars on. Like, how is this possible? Like, it's amazing. It's so amazing. So this is actually on display on my shelf as well because it's too pretty to use. So yeah, it was so much fun. I can't wait. I do have, I'm not sure if you'll be able to tell, but there's like a next to, so here, this is a Katniss candle. There's 2 little things here. One is a red unicorn and the other one is a little like house points thingy. Amazing. It was so much fun. So much fun. Okay, I'm not even like halfway through my haul. All right. Miss Chloe has been keeping an eye out for a chart for me since I mentioned it in my, I want to say the Q&A Ross and I did about the first ever cross stitch kit that I stitched, and that it's gone and I can't find it. Anyway, it came up for sale on a D-stash and she sent it to me and I got it. Oh, but the nostalgia I am feeling from this is amazing. And it is the full kit. Like, I mean, the needles in here as well, full kit. So Chloe said that Ross should stitch this when we get to 2,000 subs, but no, that's mine. He's not allowed to have that. Okay. When I was at Spotlight picking up those bits of floss, they had a couple of cross stitch kits in their clearance area, and these are both Toy Story ones, and these normally retail for like $30. I got this one for $4 whole. $4. I'm pretty sure bits are missing. Like, I'm pretty sure there's no hoop in here. I don't actually think there's meant to be a hoop in here, but it's fine. It was $4. And then this one was $5.50. I love the aliens. This is why I bought them. They did have Buzz, they had Woody and Bo Peep as well, but I love the little aliens. So I got them. And now my of the months. I've been filming for almost 40 minutes. Holy cannoli. So my fabric of the month for June came in from Crafty Leanie. She also threw in a little Alice in Wonderland Teacups needle minder. And the fabric of the month for June is called Reef. This fabric is stunning. So this is the 18 count. Stunning. Stunning. I love it. I love it. So this is 18 count Reef. Like it is beautiful. And the 16 count. The 16 count is what I saw first and I died. This is the 16 count. Like that is just screaming for a mermaid. Like it's just absolutely stunning. Absolutely love that. So they are my fabric of the months. Now my silk of the month came in as did my seasonal silks. I'll do the of the month first and then I'll show you the seasonal. I think they're half hanks, quarter hanks. I don't know, they're 45 meters. Anyway, so the silk of the month from Silks for You are literally going to get me to catch up on my steady thread blackwork stitch along, and these are the colors. They're amazing. I love them. So these are the silks. So essentially the 4 solids and then the variegated made up of the 4 solids, which I absolutely love. Like they're so amazing. Okay. Now, I signed up for the seasonal silk club and then I asked if she had any spring seasonal packs left. She did. I purchased it along with the summer. So I'll show you these first. These are the spring. So we've got this variegated yellow, orange, green, white. This gorgeous variegated like teal, pink, green, yellow. It's absolutely stunning. There's pink, which is slightly variegated. You can't tell too much, but it's beautiful. Yellow, a variegated green, and then a solid green, and these are all 54 meters each. And then the summer seasonal pack came in. Now, if you don't have these, please look away. I'm not sure if they're different from Australia to the US, but I got these a couple of weeks ago. So the first is this. This is making it more grey than it is. It's like a greeny grey. We got a bonus skein also being blown out a little bit, but it's beautiful. This one is 15 meters. We got a variegated blue, which is absolutely stunning. We got like an olive that's brighter than it actually is in person, but beautiful. We got a variegated like olive, teal, purple one. We got this stunning number, which I think I might do Rosetta from Ink Circle. I think it's Ink Circles in these two. And then we got this variegated number, and I love this. Just stunning. Absolutely stunning. So they are my of the month. That's all my haul. There's a lot when you hold things for a month without putting them away. So they're all going to get put away now, which I'm really excited about. Yeah, that's all I've got. If you've made it this far, you're a trooper. Thank you so much. I love it. Definitely leave a comment down below and let me know, re my bobbinating question. Do you love it? Do you hate it? It makes me happy. If you've got any questions for me or anything about any of my projects, leave them down in the comments below. Send us all the good vibes so we can get this house tomorrow, because I really, really want it. I'm obsessed. Ross will probably have something to say about it, but I'm getting obsessed with it. It's fine. Hopefully we get it. If not, there'll be other houses, but you know, this one's pretty perfect. So anyway, now I'm rambling. Do all the YouTubey things, like, comment and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye.